Yeah, Thanksgiving was great. I mean, turkey, potatoes, pasteles. It was a good time. I can't wait to get on Twitter and just see what's going on. Ay, Dios mío. This is South Hispanic with what's going on in the world. Recently, a lot of people within the skeptic community of YouTube have been removed from Twitter. Is what is going on at this point in time? I don't really know, honestly. The very first removal that made no sense to me was Bunty King. Bunty King, who is nothing more than a guy who wants to bring about actual change by getting people to talk to each other, and has nothing to espouse but guys respect each other and love each other, has been removed from Twitter. I'm not sure why. And frankly, I couldn't really tell you why. But over this Thanksgiving weekend, something really strange happened. Bearing, a well-known personality on YouTube personality in the skeptic community, was removed permanently from Twitter. His account has had a permanent suspension. Here's what Bearing has to say about it during one of his very many live streams since the incident has occurred.
So that was some crazy shit today. What happened?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd call it crazy, but I mean, I just logged onto my Twitter account as it's a bit dumb, but I just logged onto my Twitter account and it was just said this account's been suspended, and so I thought, okay, I've called someone a fucking retard, or I've said a naughty word, and it's probably one of those 12-hour naughty corner type things, but no, it wasn't. It's just a permanent ban, and there was no button or message or anything like that told me this is the reason, or this is what you've done, or anything like that. It was just fuck off, you're suspended.
So what is the actual cause of this? Well, actually, Bearing managed to get some actual information a little bit afterwards and made a video about it. I saw it on my phone while I was heading home one day and decided I would save it when I got home and show exactly what was going on. But instead, it appears the video has now been taken down. I don't know exactly what happened in between that time frame, and I can't really say why it was taken down. Whether it was fundamentally wrong or pushed out or just simply flagged for some reason, I couldn't tell you. But we do have some screenshots that were taken here, as you can see, as to exactly what was going on. Apparently, it was, of course, the person who is very obsessed with bearing Miss Christy Winters. She has a ton of videos about Bearing, even though he probably only messaged her about 5-6 times. I don't really know. She's not brought up too often, in all honesty. He tends to just kind of go and talk about a bunch of other stuff going on. He's an Australian guy who has a bunch of other things to talk about. He makes a bunch of satire responses to things and just has a different outlook on things. So that's the Bearing case right now. You guys can make it out what you want it to be. Personally, I think Christy Winters probably inflamed her fan base and then just kind of went on the overall attack. I have no clue what happened, but it's a good time frame, especially for those of us in America, as we had a long 5-day weekend between Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and then all the varying sales and stuff that are going on right now. Friday, well-known cosplayer Chrissy Sprankle. Did I write that down right? Yeah, I wrote that down right. Chrissy Sprankle announced that she was leaving cosplay and selling off many of her various props, costumes, and what have you. She's a well-known cosplayer in the Magic the Gathering community. As someone part of the cosplay community, I have no clue who this person is, and I've never heard of her before. But with that being said, she announced that the reason she was leaving was because of years upon years of harassment, and she pointed out one person in particular named Jeremy. I refuse to give out last names because I'm not an asshole. He is also known as Unsleeved Media or the Quartering. I actually know him from the Quartering channel. I'm a subscriber, so I'm a little biased in this, so please excuse me as I go over this. So, yeah. So, after seeing that, though, I did do my due diligence. I looked up to see all the things she was talking about. In the time frame of 3 years, she says she has been getting harassed by him. I have found one video that was made about 6 months ago, which was a drunk stream, in which he criticized the fact that she used her sexuality to get money from people, which fine, whatever. I'm not gonna fault you on that. I do the exact same thing. And then he said, listen, you make a Patreon for people to go and look at your sexy pictures, and then you ask them for money in videos on your own Patreon. And that was really his largest complaint. He also made fun of your fans more than you. In fact, I don't even know what to say about this one. But people claimed that he was harassing her on Twitter, so I bothered looking, and I could find nothing on his 3 separate Twitter accounts. I found exactly 2 tweets total that actually added her. Everything else is just personal stuff. He just says to whoever. He doesn't name names. He doesn't describe people. He just says, I don't like what's going on with this and this. There's nothing wrong with that. He's not pointing anyone towards you. It's not directed harassment at that point. It's a simple critique, and I don't know why anyone is screaming about it. So I bothered asking anyone who was part of the people who were then going after Jeremy about this, and frankly, they had no answer either. In fact, they pointed me to the same video that I had already seen, and I'm like, well, this is like 2 minutes in a 12-minute stream. I'm not that impressed by this thus far. This video's not that bad. He made one mention in 12 minutes, and it was only 2 minutes long. And then like, well, look, he misgendered this person. And I'm going, I've already seen the video to this. He misgendered the character. He made fun of it, and then he called it a day. And also, this woman is not trans. I don't see how misgendering her bothers anyone at all, in any way, shape, or form. She's not going through transitioning. She's not part of that problem. She has no gender dysphoria. That's not a huge deal. And then they go, no, see, he's been deleting all of his tweets. And I kind of sat there and I went, I've been following him on Twitter for a while. I've not seen one of these. If he has been deleting his tweets, then you guys would have screenshots of it. Because if he's well known for doing it, you guys should make sure you have evidence. And their response is, oh no, we're not going to do that. And I'm going, you guys have screenshots of thousands of things people have said on various websites all the time, but this one time you guys don't have any screenshots. So I said, okay, fine. Well, what else do you have? And they go, well, there's DMs. She says that there are hundreds of DMs from him, and I'm going, oh, okay. Well then, she could have blocked him, or but if she has evidence, she can share it with him. Oh no, she's not going to share them, because would you want to share mean things people say about you? And I kind of sat there and I'm like, if I'm accusing them of harassing the crap out of me, yes, I would. In fact, I would share the crap out of it. I'd have evidence as to what's going on. But thus far, I can't. I don't know. I have no clue what evidence there is. Anyway, Jeremy throughout the weekend made a video saying that, hey, people are calling my house and threatening me, and things are really, really bad. So just be a heads up that if I suddenly drop, it's because my channels have been taken down because of various flagging and stuff. Now, I don't really know what more to say about this at this point in time. I mean, even if he did say something mean about someone, he didn't target it at her. Who cares? People say mean things about me all the time, and she's a cosplayer. The cosplay community is vicious as hell. People say mean things to each other all the time. If you don't have the thick skin for it, you tend to leave. It's just what ends up happening. That's the honest truth on that. As for attacking Jeremy and his channels and his Twitter, and fine, whatever. He as you said, internet's not reality. You guys can do whatever. I'll just make a new channel. And I was like, cool. He's an adult about this. But then you guys started calling his house and threatening him. That's not cool. You guys are actually targeted harassment on him. You guys are in fact causing this. I don't know what more to say about this, guys. There used to be something that Google used to have, which was don't do evil. This is in fact a don't do evil moment. You can say be good, but everyone's idea of good and morality is entirely skewed. But evil is a very basic concept. That's one reason why I don't know what more to say at this point. Guys, I'm just tired. Jeremy, if you watch this video, I support you, man. I have found nothing at all that supports what they have said. I have found no evidence, and I can't figure out what more to do at this point in time. So guys, I know everyone's saying believe women, but at this point in time, Don't believe anything anyone says anymore. Just do your due diligence. Find the evidence on your own, because apparently we can't trust anyone anymore. They'll just throw mobs at each other, and that's not cool. So, this is the Stealth Hispanic saying, I'm done with the internet drama. I'm just gonna you know, I will just read an article on the New York Times. What is the worst I can? Oh, for fuck. Back up.